Children, in the previous video of class 7 geography chapter 1, we have talked about the lithosphere and about the resources or the environment, right? Now in this video, we'll start with hydrosphere. The hydrosphere. Now what is the hydrosphere? Hydrosphere is the water or the water bodies or the water available on the earth in every form or in different forms comprise hydrosphere. For an instance, we have on the earth, we have ponds, lakes, rivers, glaciers, snow. So in every form the water is available, in solid form also, liquid and gaseous form, that comprise of hydrosphere, that is known as hydrosphere. I'll show you the diagram first. We can see the diagram of the hydrosphere over here. We can see the water body or the water which is available in different forms on the earth comprise hydrosphere. Now, hydrosphere is that part of the earth's surface which is covered by water. About 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water. Hence, it is also regarded as a watery planet. All the water bodies such as the oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, bays, ice caps, glaciers, seas, underground water, groundwater and fresh water, rainwater together makes up the hydrosphere. So water supports all forms of life on the earth and is useful to us in number of ways. Fresh water, apart from its domestic, agricultural and industrial uses, is used to generate electricity. So it is also used as a means of transport. It is available on land through the process of water cycle. Oceans provide us with food and minerals. So we can see that hydrosphere is also one of the important sphere on the earth. Now let's talk about another sphere on the earth which is known as the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? Here the name atmos denotes air. So the blanket of air that envelops the earth is called the atmosphere. I can show you with a diagram. We can see this is earth, and we have studied that earth comprises of 5 different layers of air. These 5 different layers makes up an atmosphere. These 5 different layers of air are very important. They protect the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Now I'll show you the diagram of the atmosphere over here. We can see over here this particular air envelopes the earth. This comprise of atmosphere. It is very important for the biotic components on the earth or for the living organisms. So the blanket of air that envelops the earth is called the atmosphere. Its exact thickness is unknown, but we considered it up to 1600 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. We can see that only earth is the planet which consists of atmosphere. What is the reason behind it? The reason is the gravitational force of the earth or the gravity of the earth, due to which it has atmosphere around it. So it is a mixture. Atmosphere is a mixture of many gases such as nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, rest 1% includes substances like argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust and smoke particles. So the atmosphere prevents the sun's harmful rays from reaching the earth's surface. It controls the temperature during the day and night. It also controls pressure, humidity and sunshine. Therefore, the changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate on the earth. Without atmosphere, our earth would have been barren like other planets. Okay, so if the question comes about dash percent of the earth's surface is covered with water, what would be the answer? 71%. Second question, if comes the atmosphere is held to the earth by the force of dash. What is the force? Gravitational force or gravity. Let's move to the last sphere of the earth, or the last domain of the earth, which is known as the biosphere. So if we talk about biosphere, bio means life. First of all, I would like to show you the diagram of the biosphere. As we can see, the three spheres together makes the biosphere. When the three spheres, lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, mix up, then it gives origin to the another sphere, which is known as biosphere. So for the existence of biosphere, there should be lithosphere, there should be atmosphere and hydrosphere. So the narrow zone on the earth, this is a narrow zone on the earth where land, that is lithosphere, air, that is atmosphere, and water, that is hydrosphere, interact with each other. This interact with each other to support life is called biosphere. So this narrow zone is a biosphere. Now it is a biosphere which makes the earth a unique planet in the solar system. The word biosphere comes from the Greek word bios, which means life, and the Latin word sphera, SPHAERA, meaning the total range. So living beings range from microscopic organisms to huge trees, animals and human beings. This great variety of life on the earth is called biological diversity or biodiversity. On the earth we can see there is a life and a great variety of life, or human beings, animals, microorganisms are available on the earth. So this great variety of life on the earth is known as biological diversity or biodiversity.